Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today I'm gonna show you some highlights of my online games, which I played over Christmas Eve in the last week. And yeah, let's see which highlights I could have. Here, black, my opponent just sacrificed a piece because he thought the attack is strong. But I just captured and played knight h4. The idea behind knight h4 is if he captures, I can capture, and then there are more pieces of the board and I'm still a minor piece up. And then we just continued a bit and I was able to stabilize my position, like capturing whatever I can. And here I'm just a piece up. Here I just had to be careful about rook h6 with a checkmate, but I just played f3 and yeah, here I could trade off the queens, and after queens trade off it's just one. Second game was on chess.com. Here it was already a one end game because I'm 2 pawns up and it's quite easy win. I just go a bit forward to the final position. I just progressed my 2 pawns without blundering it. And here it's a beautiful move, f3. Like his knight is stuck at the edge of the board because he has nowhere to go, and that's why he resigned. Here it's just for showing that everyone blunders. My opponent had 2.1k rating on chess.com. And here I captured his rook. He captured here with check, so he thought he wins a pawn by this move. But apparently I can just move the rook back and I just won an entire rook, and with this blunder he also resigned. Then here this is a bit more for endgame technique. He has the white squared bishop like I do, and that's why I try to fix his pawns on the white squares. So I put my king here because it's the best square. And then here he made a mistake, he should have played this one. And after capture, the pawns are remaining on black squares for him. Here they remain on white squares, so I just pushed here forward because here is no breakthrough for him. And here he has now this weakness on the white squares which he can't protect with the bishop, except he plays something like that, but even then it's quite tricky. So he played h4, I went for this pawn, and afterwards it's easy win because the bishop are on the same color of the squares. If it would be different, then it would be really drawish. But here I could just march, these pawns are marching. This bishop can't really do something because my king is just blocking this pawn for eternity. Then the next game I played quite bad. I dropped 1 or 2 pawns during the game. But then in this position I looked out for some tactics. I saw that he attacks my pawn twice, so I defended. And I knew that he will capture, so it was a small trap. Because the idea for him is capture, 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 and then he just won another pawn. But what he missed, and if you want to try to find out by yourself, you can pause the video quickly. I captured with the rook, and now after capturing with queen, I have this wonderful tactical idea of rook e8 check. The idea is, if he captures the rook, I just win the queen. And if he goes with the king away, I capture the rook and the queen and the rook are protecting themselves. So either I win the queen or a rook. And that's why he resigned, and I was really happy that I could find this tactic that I spotted several times already in Puzzle Rush, also in a Blitz game. And the last game, I can show you the entire game until I won a piece. It was an opening catastrophe for him. So we're opening with the Sicilian. Nothing special so far. Knight f6. Knight c3. g6, going for the dragon variation. And now here he made the mistake which you should avoid at any cost. The problem here is his idea is to exchange his knight for the bishop, but we have a nice tactical spot with bishop b5. The problem is for him, if he plays this one, then the knight here is no longer protected, so we just win the knight. If he plays the bishop on d7, I can still capture it, because the bishop here is pinned on d7. And yeah, what to do? Queen d7 is nonsense. So he played bishop d7, captured, and I won a piece after 8 moves against the 2200 rated player. So with this highlight clip and beautiful moments, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Check out my chess website for private lessons in case you're interested. And see you soon, guys.